Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS. Let's get to the news now, folks. What we're seeing right now in Cleveland is truly fascinating. We always talk about the quarterback position being the most critical in the NFL, right? But this year, the Browns are turning that narrative upside down in a way that's really catching everyone's attention. It all started with a recent interview that's been buzzing around, especially among Browns fans. Jerry Jeudy, who you all know as a dynamic receiver, was on the Nightcap show with Shannon Sharpe and Chad Johnson, and he said something that's been making waves. Sharpe asked him about the quarterback situation in Cleveland this summer, and Jeudy, in his typical optimistic style, said something quite remarkable. He mentioned that the Browns had 4 great quarterbacks. Now you can imagine the reaction. Some might have been surprised, others amused, especially when Chad Johnson burst out laughing. But Jeudy, ever the professional, didn't let that moment pass. He quickly clarified, emphasizing that he truly believes in the talent and the competition among Cleveland's quarterbacks right now. He said, "I feel like the biggest thing I'm thankful for is just having 4 great quarterbacks that go out there and compete every day." And he made it clear that all 4 are doing their thing. That's right, 4 quarterbacks. Now, when you hear that, it sounds almost unbelievable, especially considering the usual NFL quarterback battles. But Jeudy is confident. He's saying that Cleveland has 4 quarterbacks who are all capable, all fighting for that starting spot and all competing at a high level. Of course, that statement raised eyebrows. Some listeners probably thought, 4 quarterbacks, really? Because, in the NFL, it's rare to have such a deep and competitive QB room. And honestly, it's not just talk. Jeudy's words are backed by some solid facts, considering his own performance last year. He caught a career-high 90 passes for 229 yards with 4 different starting quarterbacks in Cleveland. That's impressive, especially given the instability at the position. But here's where it gets even more interesting. This season, the Browns don't have any of those 4 quarterbacks from last year returning as starters. Deshaun Watson, who was supposed to be the franchise guy, is currently injured. That opens up a whole new chapter of what's happening in Cleveland's quarterback room. Instead of a stable starter, we've got veteran quarterbacks like Kenny Pickett and Joe Flacco competing for the starting role. And to add to the mix, the Browns drafted rookie Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders, 2 promising young quarterbacks trying to make their mark in the NFL. So, what does Jeudy's optimism mean for Cleveland? Well, it suggests that the Browns might have a very high-quality QB battle on their hands. And that's exciting for fans because competition often brings out the best in players. It's a chance for Cleveland to see who can step up, who can lead this team, and who can carry that torch into the postseason. Now, let's take a moment to understand the bigger picture here. Cleveland's recent history has been a roller coaster, especially at the quarterback position. You all remember the struggles of the past few seasons, the upheaval, the constant search for stability. But last year, despite playing with 4 different quarterbacks, Jeudy managed to put up some really impressive numbers. That says a lot about his talent and his ability to adapt, but it also highlights the uncertainty at the quarterback position in Cleveland. The Browns have been trying to find that franchise quarterback since the days of Bernie Kosar, and even before that, there's been a sense that the team's success hinges on finally getting that position right. Now, with Watson injured, the spotlight is even brighter on the current competition. What makes this situation even more intriguing is the potential for the Browns to have a new quarterback emerge from all this chaos. Kenny Pickett, with his experience and leadership, is vying for the job, and Joe Flacco, the veteran, brings a wealth of playoff experience and a cool head under pressure. Dillon Gabriel, the young rookie, has shown flashes of promise, and Shedeur Sanders, the highly rated rookie from Colorado, is looking to make a splash in his first NFL season. It's a crowded room, yes, but also a golden opportunity for Cleveland to find that spark, that quarterback who can elevate the team to new heights. And if Jeudy's right, if indeed Cleveland has 4 great quarterbacks, then the division could be in for a shakeup. Because, let's face it, the AFC North is one of the most competitive divisions in football. The Bengals, Ravens, and Steelers are always in the mix, and the Browns are now positioning themselves with a deep quarterback room that could give them an edge. But beyond the quarterback situation, it's crucial to look at Cleveland's overall team structure. The Browns have been building a solid roster for a few years now, especially on defense, with stars like Myles Garrett leading the charge. Offensively, they've been trying to find consistency, and having a quarterback who can perform under pressure is key. That's why the competition at QB is so vital. It's not just about who starts, but who can lead this team deep into the playoffs. And with coach Kevin Stefanski at the helm, known for his offensive schemes and ability to develop quarterbacks, the Browns might be in a better position than many realize. Stefanski's system is flexible, adaptable, and designed to maximize the talent of his players. So, if Cleveland can get that quarterback position right, it could be the missing piece that propels them into serious Super Bowl contention. And let's not forget the recent history of Cleveland's postseason appearances. The Browns made the playoffs in 2020 for the first time in decades, and last year they showed flashes of being a serious contender. With Deshaun Watson back healthy, the expectations are sky high, but right now, the focus is on this quarterback battle that's unfolding right before our eyes. It's a battle that could define the season, and honestly, it's a story that Browns fans should be embracing. Because competition breeds excellence, and Cleveland's got a roster filled with talent, motivation, and a desire to finally reach that elusive Super Bowl. In terms of the bigger NFL picture, this quarterback competition in Cleveland is just one example of how unpredictable and exciting this league is. Every season, we see teams that look like long shots suddenly emerge because of a breakout player or a strategic shift. Cleveland, with its rich history and passionate fanbase, is on the verge of something potentially special. A deep QB room, a motivated roster, and a coaching staff that knows how to maximize talent, these are ingredients for a playoff run. And if the Browns manage to find consistency at the quarterback position, they could be serious contenders in the AFC this year. The division is tough, yes, but with a high level of competition at the QB spot, Cleveland could surprise everyone. Now, as we look ahead, it's important to keep an eye on how this battle unfolds in training camp and the preseason. Who will step up? Who will seize the moment? Will it be Kenny Pickett with his leadership? Will Joe Flacco's experience be enough to win the job? Or will Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders make a splash and claim that starting role? Whatever happens, one thing is clear. Cleveland's quarterback situation is the most intriguing storyline in the AFC North right now, and fans should be excited about the possibilities. The Browns are in a unique position where every practice, every game, could bring a new chapter to their quest for NFL supremacy. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this quarterback situation? Do you believe Cleveland truly has 4 great quarterbacks? Who do you think will emerge as the starter? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. This season promises to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and with all these quarterback questions swirling around, it's going to be a roller coaster ride. So, buckle up, Browns fans, because the journey to the Super Bowl is about to get even more intense. Thanks for joining us today, and as always, go Browns.